Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. My name is Hussain Mannan, and I'm going to be your Sergeant at Arms today for this meeting. And I'm so glad to welcome all of you to the 43rd meeting, the 43rd Toastmasters meeting at Universe Toastmasters Club. Our theme for the meeting today is Becoming Better Than Being. Before we go any further and we start this beautiful meeting, I would like to get all of you up to date with a few ground rules which we follow at all of our meetings. The three ground rules which you need to keep in mind are: please mute yourself when you're not talking. Secondly, kindly switch off your cameras if you are stepping out of your meeting. And third, and the most important thing, are the three taboo topics which you need to keep in mind, which should not be discussed at any Toastmasters meeting. Those are sex, politics, and religion. Now, you may ask, what is the mission of our Toastmasters Club? The mission of our Toastmasters Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. To further go forward with the meeting, I'm now going to introduce and welcome on stage our club president for today, who's going to give you more explanation about what Toastmasters is all about. She has been a Toastmasters for 2.5 years, and by profession, she's into marketing and communication. And currently, she's serving as the Area 56 director. She is a philanthropist by heart and feels content working with people of determination and special needs. She's a certified pathways mentor, being part of the division LPR team, being assistant area POD twice, club member of Mahe Dubai TMC, counselor of Gavel at Club Dubai, being SSA VPPR treasurer, immediate president of the Universal Toastmasters Club, and being a DTAC ambassador for Division L. And I would like all of you to give a round of applause to welcome on stage our president for today, Toastmasters Midhat Siddiqui.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hussain. Good morning, everyone. I welcome you all to Universal Toastmasters Club meeting and as the acting president. So thank you so much for joining us at this hour. I'd like to ask one question. How many of you are actually Marvel's Avengers fan here? Anyone? Hulk, Captain America? Okay, Thor? All right, then. Have you noticed one thing, that what is so inspiring about these Marvel characters? Any guesses?
Heroes.
Okay.
They have powers.
Interesting. So the one thing that I'd like to share about this Marvel's Avengers is that there is a huge lesson that we can learn out of it. The thing is that it's more about teamwork if you just take a closer look at it. How, if you just pay attention to, is that it's not just always about teamwork, but it's the value of teams themselves. If you take a closer look, the Avengers is the lesson that one is better than one, meaning that one team is better than one person. It is universally different that from one person versus, 5 people versus one person. And when a group of 5 can probably accomplish more than one person can alone do. But when those 5 people work together as a team, that's when the magic happens. And that's how what we learn in life, that if we try to walk alone, we might not be able to make it that far. But if we work as a team, we can reach far and beyond. And that's the hard part, that 5 individuals coming together, Hulk, Captain Planet, Thor, putting aside their egos, trusting each other and acting as a team. Captain America, Iron Man, they all have a pretty different view of the world, I would say, but still, and they are someone who won't easily compromise, but at the same time, they respect each other build the trust, and despite their disagreements, come together so that they can bring more value on the table to the world or whatever subject is at hand. So the amendment of ego is what allows you to become part of a whole that is greater than the sum of the parts. So when you are working as a team, a truly cohesive unit that functions as a single person, is that how you accomplish wonders. And here we are to accomplish some wonders. But before I move ahead, I'm going to just quickly run through a presentation to tell you more why we are here as Toastmasters. Just let me know if you can see the presentation. All right then. So what is Toastmasters? Toastmasters is a non-profit organization where you actually come to hone your public speaking skills and at the same time leadership skills. As we have witnessed that our sergeant and arm who have opened the meeting, he is also a part of the executive committee. And now here I am as the acting president. Toastmasters was founded by Dr. Ralph C. Smedley in October 1924. Currently, if you see around the world, there are sustaining 16,200 clubs around the world with more than 364 active members getting benefits out of Toastmasters, and they have a reach in more than 145 countries. To give you a clear view, this is the hierarchy that works. And in Toastmasters, we always put the members at the higher position of this hierarchy. So when 20 or 20 plus members come together, they form a club. And when 3 or 4 clubs come together, they form an area. And our club is Universal Toastmasters Club. And different areas, when 3 or 4 areas come together, they form an area. And currently, Universal Toastmaster Club falls under Area 56. And similarly, when 5 to 6 areas come together, they form a division. And our division is Division P. When 10 to 15 divisions come together, they form a district. And right now, Universal Toastmaster Club falls in District 105, which comprises of Jordan, Lebanon, UAE, and now we have Palestine as well, and Oman as well. And all these countries come under the region 11. And at the top, we have Toastmasters International, which covers around the world. So when it comes to Toastmasters, we come here to improve our public speaking skills. We build leadership as well as we take part within the club. For the executive committee, we have different roles. And this is also an opportunity for us to network and get to know people from different walks of life, from different cultures, from different countries, from different backgrounds. And at the same time, you're able to maximize your potential because you're learning different things from different people. And in return, you are able to build your self-confidence and self-awareness. But why specifically Universal Toastmasters Club? The beauty of Universal Toastmasters Club lies in its name. Every individual who comes to be a part of Universal is guaranteed to have this individual orientation session one-to-one. So the president, the vice president education, who basically take care of all these speeches, goes through and walk you through the system, how it's done, what is the procedure, how it is breakdown, how do you have to prepare your speech, and every single bit, all the do's and don'ts that you need to know to be a part of this club. And at the same time, we have this effective mentoring system in which every new member is assigned to a senior member or an experienced member who know how things are done so that they can guide you how things are done. And at the same time, you get more chances to get on stage time. And the more you get to speak, the better you will be able to become. And the positive part of Universal is that we ensure to encourage every single person to take challenges, work on their leadership skills. And don't worry, if you are shy, you'll be asked to take up steps and will be further guided to move ahead in your journey of Toastmasters. A little bit background about Universal Toastmasters Club is that this club is a baby club. It was started back in 2020 and it became President Distinguished. This is the highest rank of achieving a certain points, which is known as there is a grading system. If you meet all the criteria, 10 goals are there. If you have met all 10 goals, you are considered as President Distinguished Club. And we were able to reach this within the first 6 months of chartering the club. And this year, we already have existing district officers who are serving outside the club. Me, I'm serving as Area 56 Director. We have one of our member, Toastmaster Saima, who is serving as the Area 65 Director. And in previous years, we had our Division Director. We have DTM Rahim, who has served as Area 56 Director. We have DTM Ehsan Javed, who has served as Area 56 Director in previous years. And we are home of 4 DTMs right now, and we are still counting. Soon to have 2 more DTMs. I think Toastmaster Iram is going to be one, and Toastmaster Sama as well. And if you'd like to know more about our club, you can easily reach out to our email address. You can check out our Facebook. We continuously keep updating on our YouTube channel. And if you'd like to know more how to become a member of this dynamic Universal Club, feel free to reach out our engaging Toastmaster Bia, who is taking charge as the Vice President membership of Universal Toastmasters Club. And we are going to conduct our next meeting on the 19th, as we conduct our meeting on every first and third Friday. With that, I'm just quickly going to stop sharing this. Do we have any guests? Mr. Akash, would you like to unmute yourself and introduce? How did you come to know about Universal Toastmasters Club?
Yeah, hi. Good morning to all from India.
Good morning.
Myself, Akash Pawar. I just received a notification from my friend. I was trying to join the Toastmaster in a local community in Pune, in India. So I thought that I should join this club and see what's going on, and then join a local club.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. And I see Mike, if that's how you pronounce your name.
Yes, it's I think my name is Muni Bikram Khan. So it's
Okay.
a short form of Mike I use often.
Interesting.
Yes. Thank you, Midat, for giving me this opportunity. I was just surfing this Toastmasters Club on Meetup, and I found your name, a Universal Toastmaster Club, on the top. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. You can continue.
Yes. So I wanted to say that I would love to be part of this community. I am seriously looking for the improvement and in communication skills. Man, if you guide me through the procedures and the process, how to be part of this community, I would be really glad. And
Sure,
I'm looking
definitely.
forward to join everybody uh, to this wonderful community, and I would love to be part of it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mike, for joining us this morning. Yes, we'd love to have you as part of Universal Toastmasters Club. I would like you to share your contact number with Toastmaster Beatrice right now. So she is our Vice President of Membership, and she can guide you further how you can become a member of Universal Toastmasters Club and what is the procedure to join the club.
All right, I will provide you my email, right? Email would be fine.
Your email, yes, your email and contact number, so she can reach out to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
you. Pleasure is all mine.
Thank you so much. I see that we have Harshita. We have 2 Harshita. Harshita Tiwari and Harshita Achar. Would you like to unmute yourself and introduce?
Hello.
Hi. Hello, Harshita.
Hi.
Is it the same person, Harshita Achar and Harshita Tiwari?
No, it's Harshita Tiwari.
Okay. So hi, Harshita. How would you like to say something about yourself and how did you come to know about Toastmasters?
Actually, I was looking forward in a Meetup app, and I just found this amazing group, and so I would like to be a part of it. So yeah, I was looking forward to improve my communication skills, to learn to talk better. That's
All
all.
right, thank you so much for joining us. I would say that you have come to the right place. And as we proceed, you will come to know how things are done. And if you'd like to know more information, you can always feel free to reach out to our Vice President Membership, Toastmaster Beatrice.
Sure. How can we be a part of it?
Yes, if you share your contact number with Toastmaster Beatrice, she will get in touch with you directly and she can explain you how to become a member and what is the procedure.
Okay, so how do I have to share the email address through the chat
Through
thing?
Zoom chat. Yeah, through Zoom chat, you can
Yeah,
just
okay.
personally message her.
Sure.
Thank you. And I see another new person. We have a guest with the name Akash. Are you there with us, Mr. Akash?
Hello.
Can you hear us? We would like to hear from
Yes,
you.
yes.
How would you came to know about
Yeah,
Universal
I already
Toastmasters?
introduced myself before Harshita.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
The
Thank you
second
so
Harshita
much.
is remaining. Yeah.
Okay. So second Harshita Achar, are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here. Good morning, everybody, and
Good
thank you, Mira,
morning.
for giving this opportunity. So I just decided to visit the Toastmaster Club in order to work on my public speaking skills. And this Universal Toastmasters Club came up on Meetup. So I'd like to thank Toastmaster Mohammed for inviting me here to this meeting. And I look forward to seeing how the day goes and learning more from the club. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you have a good time. Well, thank you so much. So buckle up, fasten your seatbelts because we are going to take you on our journey, which you will never forget. Now I'm going to introduce the host of the day, which is known as Toastmaster of the Day, typically in Toastmasters environment. Now, today's person who is going to take charge as the host is very interesting. This is a last minute hosting, but yet he is fully prepared. Someone who is always ready to take up roles, take up charge whenever needed, and a very reliable person, I would say. I'm glad that I have worked under his leadership. I have worked with him as a colleague and I have worked with him as a leader. He's very amazing as a team player, as a person, and as an individual. He has already served us as the Area 56 Area Director. He is currently serving as the President of Universal Toastmasters Club, a founder of this club as well. Please put your hands together for none other than our very own distinguished Toastmaster Muhammad Rahim as the host of today's meeting. Over to you, DTM Rahim.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Method. Round of applause for Toastmaster Method. Yes, it is an impromptu host because our actual host, she is not feeling good. However, I believe in becoming in this process when I try to something impromptu. And the interesting part is I didn't change the theme of meeting. I will talk the themes what she has chosen. The theme is becoming is better than being. We human being is most adaptive creature. We can live under scorching sun and we can survive under freezing temperature. We can learn by observing and doing. And we can change our thought when we we encounter challenges and difficulties. This is a sign that we can become a unique person. It doesn't matter what you are, what is your existing situation, but still you have the choice to become something better than whatever you are today. Being is sign of fixed mindset, but becoming is the sign of growth mindset, where we always try to do some things different. We always try to improve ourselves. Being is not good in English, it is your choice, but you still can give you chance to improve your communication and leadership skill by joining Toastmaster and other group and other organization, and put you in the situation where you get more time to speak. So if you are not able to walk, still you become an amazing person. As Iron Lady from Pakistan, Muniba Mazari, she is paralyzed, but she is becoming a motivational speaker. She is the pathfinder for a lot of people who are suffering and they are thinking that we cannot do in our life. So being is a limitation, but becoming is unlimited, and you always try to explore your potential. With that, we have a lot of things in our meetings. We have 3 amazing speakers and then table topic, and most important things there in table topic, guest can participate. So I encourage all guests to please stay with us, and we will give you chance to speak during table topic segment. So before starting the meeting, we have silent role player, and our timer today, Toastmaster Muhammad Kuti, but he couldn't make it today. Then we are thankful to Toastmaster Hussein. He took this role, and I request Toastmaster Hussein, please introduce your role. Toastmaster Hussein, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Zahim. My role today would be that of a timer. And as a timer, I will be keeping a track of all the speeches and the evaluation as well as the table topics. So the assigned timing for today's 3 speeches would be 5 to 7 minutes. So once a participant reaches the 5-minute mark, my virtual background is going to change to green to indicate that they have crossed the 5-minute mark. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Anyone? Yeah?
Yes.
And once they reach the 6-minute mark, I'm going to show the yellow virtual background to indicate that they have reached the 6-minute mark. And once they have reached the 7-minute mark, that is the end of the speech, I'm going to show the red virtual background. So this is going to apply for all the 3 speeches today. After that, there's going to be the timer report and voting, which will be for 1 minute. We'll take a 3 minutes break. And after that, there'll be table topics, which will happen for 10 minutes. And after that, there'll be the evaluation. So the evaluation will be from 2 to 3 minutes. So at 2 minutes, I'll be showing the green virtual background. At 2 minutes, 30 seconds, I'll be showing the yellow virtual background. And at 3 minutes, I'll be showing the red virtual background. And the same will continue for the 3 evaluations. After that, there'll be a general evaluation, which will be from 6 to 8 minutes. So at 6-minute mark, I will show the green virtual background. At 7-minute mark, I'll show the yellow virtual background. And at the 8-minute mark, I will show the red virtual background. And at the end of the session, I'll keep a track if everyone has given the speeches and evaluation according to timings. If anyone is found to exceed the limit, they may face disqualification from getting voted for the speeches and the evaluation. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Hussein. Let me explain why timing is most important. Here, when we join Toastmaster, we always teach our members that how you can deliver your message within 5 to 7 minutes. So it's the most important thing. That's why we set the timing 5 to 7 minutes. It is not from us, from Toastmaster organization. It will tell you that how you be very specific when you explain something. So next role in meetings, we always learn a new word or some familiar word we are not trying to use. So today, word of day, we have one role player we call word of day. Today, word of day is Toastmaster Ashraf Ali. Toastmaster Ashraf Ali, please provide word of day. Yeah, good morning.
Good morning to all of you, my dear Toastmaster members. Today, I will be representing as a word of the day. Here, I would share you visual display of the slide of the word of the day. and all of you will have to use this word. In the end of meeting, I will let you all know that which participant had used this word most. So here I would share you. Can you make me enable to share your screen?
Just give me 1 minute, Ashra.
Okay.
Yes, you are voice now. You can share.
So here is the word adapt, which is pronounced as adapt. So this is the word of the today's meeting of 15th November. So I will need to know this word, that what does mean by this word. Is there anyone to tell me the meaning of this one? Adapt.
Adapt means, sorry, can I raise my hand?
Yes, Toastmaster Simon. Yes, we
Yes,
can
please.
see.
Adapt means expert. I am adept at, or I'm trying to get adept at public speaking.
Yeah, very good. Good attempt. And the meaning of this word is stands as skilled or expert at something. Like here, I have a word to say you that DTM Rahim is adept at introducing the guest in our universal Toastmaster meetings. So I will also share you the full slide of this one. So this is the usage of this word. We can use this word. It is an adjective, and the synonyms of this word is expert, proficient, accomplished, skillful. So this is a word of the day, and I will also display you the virtual background of this word, this one throughout my screen, and everyone have to use this word. And in the end of meeting, I will notice and I will let you all know that which part I have used this word most. So this is all about my role. So over to TMOD.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Ashraf Ali. Please stop sharing. In each meetings, we have another role, grammarian counters. Because here, what we are just noting down that how many filler words we use during our communication, and what is the good usage of grammar and phrases or codes, and is there any point of improvement that how we can improve our language. So for that role, we have a very new Toastmaster today. First time she is doing a counter and grammarian role. Please welcome Toastmaster John. Toastmaster John,
Thank
over
you.
to you. Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. The Toastmaster experience is all about providing encouraging environment to learn public speaking. So my role here today is to help to provide constructive feedback for improvements of your conversational style of speaking, and also to help you understand better how you can make your speech go smoothly and also deliver with more effectiveness. So what I'm gonna do, I will, as a counter, I will check any filler words or sounds, words such as and, so, but, well, and you know, sounds like or, So during your speech, please pay much attention to these filler words. And also I will note when your filler words appear during your speech. And meanwhile, as a grammarian, I will listen carefully and jot down your use of English, such as the good use of English, like appropriate use of metaphor, the rhythmically use structured sentences, and also the explicit use of words, and also the wrong pronunciation, confusing metaphors, and poorly structured sentences, implicit use of words. I will deliver my report towards the end of the meeting. So that's all from me. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster John. Now it's time to prepare our prepared speech segment. In Toastmaster, it is not just we deliver the speech and then it's off. No, we always assign one evaluator to each speaker, and this evaluators will provide constructive feedback and then also point of improvement that how a speaker can improve further. So today, first speech from Toastmaster Naveen. He joined our club 2 months ago, and today he's going to deliver his second speech from Pathway Presentation Mastery. The project is 2, feedback and evaluation. It is first speech. So I welcome Toastmaster Naveen on virtual stage. Before calling him on stage, I request Toastmaster Midhat to read out the purpose of speech.
Thank you, DT Ibrahim. Good evening, good morning, everyone. My speaker is going to present evaluation and feedback first speech. The purpose of this project is for the member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to a second speech. The purpose of this speech is for the member to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. Timer, please note down the speech length will be 5 to 7 minutes. All the best. Over to you, DT Ibrahim.
Thank you very much. Now, please welcome our first speaker of today's meeting, Toastmaster Naveen Kumar. Toastmaster Naveen, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good morning, my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. Would anyone like to share what is the best gift that they have received until now?
Many of them.
Sure. Which is the most precious one that you received? Precious gift that you received?
The gift that my children gave me for the first time.
Okay.
Being born into a loving and close-knit family.
Super. Any guess you want to share the best gift that you received?
Gift of life. We're able to still breathe. So I'm thankful for that.
Perfect. So thanks everyone for sharing the gift that you received. So I will share a small journey about myself, how the destiny unfolded to give me a precious gift to me. I came out of a job interview and went to a nearby coffee cafe to sip the coffee. It was drizzling after a heavy rain in Bangalore. While I was having coffee, an unknown person approached me and introduced himself. It was a little bizarre to me as he was speaking about his work and started sharing his goals, particularly about his financial goals. After a while, he told me that he's starting a part-time business and he asked me if I am interested in it, but he didn't reveal any further information about it. For me, he looked like a clown. Meanwhile, the drizzling stopped, and with a good note, I left from the cafe. I never tried to reach him out again, but after 3 weeks, I got a call from this guy. He invited me to a meet on that weekend. Even though I was a little bit skeptical about this, I thought of going and unfolding the mystery about it. I went to that place. It was very cozy. People are very welcoming. That dressing style is very much affluent, wearing Ray-Ban glasses and Armani suit. I got socialized with the people, and the guy who called me, he introduced to different people there. Seeing the ambience and the environment, my zeal to know about the business increased. Eventually, the event started, but nothing related to the business. Curiosity continued, and the mystery not revealed yet. Few people were coming onto the stage and started sharing what they did last month. They were speaking about their work. Someone spoke about his travel, while others about their work and the achievements and etc. But one uniqueness exists among them. Everyone is sharing about a book that they read. The group encourages to read books and share the summary with fellow team members. They believe reading is to the mind what exercise is to the body. The event was about product marketing. I was impressed by their way of training their team by recommending to read books and communication activities. During the event, no one asked me to join and sell their product, but recommended to learn something new. One of the books that interested me during the event was The Present, written by an author called Spencer Johnson. I decided to read this book. It was very good book, and it is a fictional story. The reason I decided to read this is because it has very few pages actually, and I can complete it very easily. That is the main reason actually. But after reading this book, I know how to learn from my past experiences, staying in the present moment, and properly planning for the future. I met the guy many times after this weekend event, but to discuss about the books, he just encouraged me and shared the books that he read. I believe the greatest gifts are not wrapped in papers but in love. I can say that the gift of reading books is the precious gift that I received from an unknown person. I read few more books and habit developed. Whenever I read a book, I see a positive change in myself. Uh, it helps me to stay at the present moment and I enjoy reading. Reading books also help me to improve my vocabulary and comprehension. This also helps me to improve general knowledge about different topics and boosts creativity. Overall, I think it helps to boost one's mental strength. If you read a book, it helps to gain the knowledge. If you read two books about a topic, you'll become an adept on the topic. If you read three books about a topic, you will achieve the mastery about the topic. So if you want to achieve mastery about any topic, I recommend you to read at least three books, three good books about that topic. I would like to conclude by recommending a book to everyone here. If you want to make tiny changes with remarkable results, then read a book called Atomic Habit. This helps you to build good habits and also breaks the bad ones. Thank you, everyone, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Naveen. A round of applause for Toastmaster Naveen. So please provide your feedback to Toastmaster Naveen within 10 seconds, and then we can proceed our second speaker. Okay, now it is time to call our second speaker. She also new Toastmaster. She joined our club in June 2021. By professional, she is air hostess and she loved to travel because it is her job to travel. Today she is delivering a speech from Pathway Leadership Development and Project 3, researching and presenting. Before calling her on stage, I request her evaluator, Toastmaster Saima, to read out the purpose of the speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Can I please proceed?
Yes.
All right. Toastmaster Lisa, your purpose statement for today's project is to learn or review basic research methods and present a well-organized, well-researched speech on any topic. Timer, please note, the timing is 5 to 7 minutes. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Saima. So now please welcome our second speaker, Toastmaster Lisa. Her speech title is Critical Thinking Skills. Critical Thinking Skills, Toastmaster Lisa.
Yes, thank you very much. Do critical thinking skills matter? Yes. Critical thinking skills are essential and they are for every age, for everyone in all contexts and in every aspect of life. We can try to become adept at critical thinking. Applying critical thinking skills in everyday situations has a lot of benefits. Actually, a lot of situations can improve if you have more critical thinking skills. You can make good decisions. You sharpen your awareness and find potential solutions. You can, for instance, correctly understand which document you sign if you apply more critical thinking skills. And we can be more conscious of our own actions and those of other people. We can be more aware of the world around us. So what is critical thinking? We often assume that we already have the right answer or the full story or the best solution when it's not the case. And critical awareness is important to sharpen our minds so that we are better to identify where we need to slow down a little bit and apply more critics of our thinking and our processes and actions. The benefits of good critical abilities. When we will become adept, it will have a lot of benefits. Possibility of seeing the world through different eyes, sharper awareness, and less likelihood of being misled or maybe cheated because we understand the background, we have more information, so we can make a better decision and we can solve the problem. There are some factors that can block us for having critical thinking skills. For instance, our emotional self-management. We may not like the evidence that conflicts our opinions or our beliefs. And if the evidence points in another direction that is unexpected and challenging, then we can feel anger or maybe frustration, anxiety. So the very important part is to keep self-regulating, keep calm and hold yourself. Because emotions can blur our sharp mind. An example for this is from my mother, my own mother. She has a different opinion sometimes, and then she doesn't like it if I don't share her opinion. She will be disappointed, and she might think that we have a disagreement. So there is a very big difference between an argument and a disagreement that we have to distinguish this. Another aspect is that some people may take criticism personally. This is also the emotional part. So tact is a very important tool to use. I will give you another example. If I'm telling you, your work is rubbish, but of course, as a human being, you will do, I suppose. Then we are missing the tact in our feedback. As I said, barriers to critical thinking are the emotional self-management, sometimes insufficient attention to detail, and some people also find it rude to criticize experts or people who are adept at this topic. They still like to be criticized. It is not something negative to give a criticism. We need the critical analysis to improve. And developing critical thinking skills can take patience. It is very useful in our daily life. And I would like to encourage everybody to improve critical thinking skills, to make more better judgments, understanding, and make choices from a more informed position. So it is important to always keep asking questions like why, and keep information about the topics you are studying. I have one book to share. This is called Critical Thinking Skills, and I'm starting to work on it. This is a copy that I will show you later the exact title. So we can all improve with this book. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Lisa. Round of applause for Toastmaster Lisa. Now, please provide your feedback. Toastmaster Lisa, you can send her through Zoom chat. Now it's time to call last speaker of day. She is serving as Sergeant Arm, and she is a educationist. And today she is delivering a speech from Pathway Presentation Mastery. It is her third speech, evaluation feedback. Before calling her on stage, I request her evaluator, Toastmaster Iram, to read out the purpose of his speech. Toastmaster Iram?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
All right. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. And hello to my friends from India too. So Toastmaster Rasa, our very brilliant Toastmaster of this club, is going to present her second speech from level 1, project 2. She's going to implement the feedback that she received. All the best, Toastmaster Rasa.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Iram. We can see you are sitting in your car and helping us in evaluation. Thank you very much for that. So now please welcome our third speaker, Toastmaster Rasa, with her speech title, Public Speaking Heads. Toastmaster Rasa.
Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me well.
Yes.
And so as Toastmaster said, it's my second time saying the same speech. And I'm doing that because I want to be adept to public speaking. And so a few weeks ago, I asked you all, when was the last time you went to the beach? And at that time, it was very, very hot still. So I don't expect many people went, but I actually did. My friend convinced me to go to the beach, sit on the sand, look at the waves, and relax. And I thought, okay, let's try do that. So while I was on the beach, in the corner of my eye, I saw this lady. And it was something very striking about her, very particular. I will show you the picture representation of this lady, and I'm pretty sure you're going to recognize exactly what it was that attracted my attention. And of course, that was a huge, beautiful, fashionable hat that she had on her head while she was passing by. And I was looking at that hat. She attracted everybody's attention, and she was walking confidently, showing off her hat. And I was wondering, why would she choose to wear a hat like that? Was it protection from the sun, perhaps? Or from something else? Perhaps someone else? Maybe she wanted to hide her face, that nobody would recognize her. Maybe she was shy. No, I don't think so. I thought she was very proud and confident while wearing this hat and walking around. But I didn't ask her, so I guess I will never know. However, there was something else in my mind that I was wondering about. I was thinking, once you put the hat on, do you behave differently? Perhaps your personality changed a little bit? Well, I'll give you a few examples of different hats to answer this question. So as you can see, I think it's very, very clear that if you put a Santa's hat, you're probably going to be behaving differently than you would put pirate's hat, for example, or graduation hat. Now, these examples, of course, are very, very literal, but let's think about it a little bit more metaphorically. In Toastmasters Club, we often say that we are wearing many hats during the meeting, referring to the roles that we are playing. So if you think about the hat as a role, that gives it a little bit different metaphorical meaning. And in our personal life, in everyday life, we wear many, many hats. Oh, wait a minute. I am now doing some role, so I guess I should wear a hat. Let me select one. I do like this hat, and I wear it very often, but it's not right for this occasion. Let me see. Well, this hat is nice, but not right either. Oh, well, I guess then I'm left with this hat. I have to say, I don't like it. It's wrong size, wrong color, and wrong shape. However, for many, many years, it was my public speaking hat. And I was not comfortable wearing it at all. But something started changing 6 months ago or so. I started wearing this hat over and over again. And I collected some experience. I realized that I can shape this hat and make it a little bit more nicer, unique to myself. Maybe adjust shape. And I realized that it says fun here as well. And I have to be honest, I do have a little bit of fun while speaking publicly. Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is when you get some more experience and you do the role or you wear the hat more and more, you start being more confident. I'll give you an example. Few weeks before, I was participating in a workshop, business workshop, and it went very, very well. So people who were delivering the workshop decided to ask me to make a testimonial. And suddenly there was a lot of cameras around, a lot of people around, and I had to deliver speech with no preparation, about 1 minute speech. I thought, oh my God, I don't know how to do this. But then it sounded familiar. It's like what we do in table topics, and guests will find out a little bit later on, but members really know what I'm talking about. So if I could do it then, or during the table topics, then pretty much I can do the testimonial impromptu as well. And of course I delivered it, and people even commented that it looked natural and went all well. I was very happy and proud of myself. So I guess what I'm trying to say and sum everything up, then you not feeling comfortable when you are wearing a different hat or a new hat or different role, if you build some experience and if you wear it more and more and more, you will start feeling more confident and you will be happy and proud, even though if everybody is watching, like that lady that I saw in the beach the other day. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Rahim, back to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Rasa. Round of applause for Toastmaster Rasa. Please provide her feedback within 10 seconds, then we will get timer report. Okay, with that, we conclude our prepared speech segment. Now I request our timer, Toastmaster Hussein, please provide timer report.
So all of our three speakers have given the speeches within a time limit. Toastmaster Naveen has done his speech in 5 minutes 22 seconds. Toastmaster Lisa, she has done it in 5 minutes 37 seconds. And Toastmaster Rasa, she has done it in 6 minutes and 18 seconds.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Hussein. Now I'm sharing her link. Please vote for best speaker. Only Toastmaster can vote. Before break, we were talking about the theme before these speeches. Okay, we are talking about the theme, and we will say what is the fixed mindset and what is the growth mindset. What is the difference between? We got two mind. One is subconscious mind and other is conscious mind. And it is very important, whatever the recording is going on in your mind, you be careful whenever you utter the word, when you talk yourself. Fixed mindset people will say that I am either good at it or I am not. But growth mindset, they say, I can learn anything if I want. Let me, okay. And fixed mindset, they'll say, I don't like to be challenged, but growth mindset people will say, I like to take challenge. Fixed minds people will say, when I fail, I'm no good, I'm not good. But growth mindset say, when I fail, I learn. Fixed mind will say, my abilities determine everything. But growth mind people say, my effort and attitude determine anything and everything. So this is the difference when you talk yourself. You just imagine, have you noticed that when Toastmaster Rasa said that when she was called for 1 minute talk, she was thinking how she can do. But after that, she said, yes, remember we were doing in tabletop. She tried and she did very well. That's calling trying and becoming. If she say, oh my God, I cannot do it, she is there in being mindset. It's fixed mindset. So if when you try to do new things and you try to achieve, you try to learn, it is the sign of creative mindset. So let's check your creative mindset in table topic session. Today, the person who is conducting table topic, he is civil engineer. He's Toastmaster since 1.5 years. And yes, so please, and he also division champion in humorous speech. Please welcome Toastmaster Muhammad Alim for table topic session. Over to you, Toastmaster Alim.
Thank you very much, DT Ibrahim. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Thank you, DT Ibrahim, for such a brief introduction. Today, I am going to conduct a section. The beauty of this session is audience trying to avoid their eye contact with the host, people checking their phones, even there no message or call. But these all tricks are useless. I will tell you the correct trick. Just be a table topic master. In table topic masters, we train employees asked by boss why you arrived late to office. We train to married person when his wife asked, who was Priya? You were talking 5 minutes before and your face was shining. We train unmarried people too when they were asked, do you really love me? So let's start our journey and teach and learn these all tricks through this impromptu speeches. I bring different way today this session. I will display the picture, image the audience who call for table topic speech. You have to take their first 10 minutes to understand the image and then deliver their speech. What he understood from this image, what is the message behind this image. I will try to take first table topic speaker from any seniors as a demo, then I will go through the guest. I will request to our Chiomodi, can you give me the access to display the screen, please?
Yes, you are co-host now.
Thank you. Can you see my desktop? You can see. Is it visible, DT Ibrahim?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the numbers. Behind that, there's the images. So I'll go one by one. First, I will request to Toastmaster Hussain. Will you go for first table topic as a demo?
Yeah, sure. I just need. All right. I just want to let people know that it'll be 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Each speaker can speak for.
Very
So
good, very good. Yes, please go first for the this timing. I forget. I'm really sorry. Just go for the timing details.
yeah. So 2 minutes and 30 seconds would be your grace period. So I'll be showing the red virtual background at 2 minutes, and at 1 minute I'll be showing the green one at 1:30 the yellow.
Super, super. So are you ready to go for first?
Sure.
Okay. So I will display the speech. So just take your first 10 seconds to understand the image and start your speech.
Okay.
So first image is here. Is it visible to you?
Yeah.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, so we are in the year 2095, and all of a sudden, people have gathered around this beautiful specimen which they have found, and they have no idea what they are looking at. In this day and age, people have never seen a book. In the digital world, people are so accustomed to that mobile phones and gadgets and the spaceships that they never thought that few years back there were books out there in the world from which humankind gained all its knowledge. And today they are out here trying to find out what this specimen is. They are all very afraid to understand what is going on, and they are very skeptical as to what will happen when they open it. I can only imagine this happening when few years back we would have found out something which we had never seen before. Maybe like the first time they found out the pyramid, or the first time they found out a lost city, and we all didn't know what was happening. I hope at that point they have some sort of technology or carbon dating which they can know. Or worst case scenario is the world ended in 2030, and there was one particular man left who started the whole world again, and then the books were outdated. He had a mobile phone, he had a WhatsApp connection, and that's all he had. And that's how the world started again. But now I believe people are going to be intrigued about what they are going to find. And I hope by some miracle, this one book encapsulates all of the world history into its 300 pages. Or what's the best that could have happened is this book had exactly predicted that in 2090, this particular movement is going to happen. And now they're all sending out WhatsApp forwards as to what this is and trying to understand what can come out of it. Thank you so much.
Super, super, Hussein. I will go next to our guest. So who's the next victim? Mr. Akash. Mr. Akash, are you available? Okay, so I will back to Akash, then I will, in this moment, I will try with Harshita Tiwari. Are you there?
Yes, sir, I am here.
Thank you very much, Harshita. So I'm going to display the second image to you. So take your first 10 seconds to understand the image, then start your speech. So you have a total 2 minutes and 30 seconds to wrap up your speech. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so here, this is image for you. Your time start now.
This is the image showing us that to growing our mind, to grow from inside, you must read the books. So it was showing to us that how the book is acting like in here, the brain is showing like a plant who grows with the help of, just like the plant grows with need of fertile land and nutrition, just like a water and the sunlight, as well as for the brain, we required knowledge, a learning attitude also, just like reading books that helps to grow in our mind, that helps to understand the word more clearly, to understand and the reality as well. So in this picture, this is all we are seeing right now, that how the books are help us to grow as well as our character and our mind.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Atisha. You conduct a very well attempt. I will go to our second Atisha. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you very much. So I'm going to display the third image. Is it visible to you?
Yes, it is visible.
Go ahead, please. Time start now.
Okay, so the picture that's here, it's a quite meaningful one, and it says actions speak louder than words, and it is indeed true. What I feel is sometimes it's very easy for people to say something, especially when it comes to adopting good habits or good manners. And they can say a lot of things, they can give speech, they can preach to other people, but when it comes to actually following their own advice, they probably won't do it. So definitely actions speak louder than words. And if you want to know the true intentions or a true behavior of a person, it would be better to observe their actions as opposed to the words. So definitely this is another application, the picture that we have here. Apart from that, like I said, it's very easy to talk. It's very easy to convince someone. Maybe once you practice your speech, you can even trick the other person into believing that you actually practice what you say. But action is very difficult. Action actually requires time, effort, commitment, and it's probably not that easy to do. Therefore, whenever we observe the people around us, we should pay more attention to what they do rather than what they speak. So that's it. Thank you.
Well done, Atisha. Thank you very much. I will try back to Akash. Akash, are you there?
No, it's not here.
Any other guest is remaining, Didiam Rahim?
No.
Guest is done. So I will go to Ashraf. Ashraf, are you available? Toastmaster Ashraf.
Yes, I am.
Okay. This fourth image for you, please. Is it visible to you? Toastmaster Ashraf.
Yeah, it is visible to me that this image clearly shows that a person who is carrying a lot of things in the shape of wealth, in the shape of education, in the shape of whatever he has. So in next image beside to this image, there is a bigger. We cannot say this is bigger, but in the actual manner of the shape, this seems to be as a bigger. So it means that one person who's educated, and if he does not share his education to other people, it means that he is nothing in throughout this era. So means if someone has a wealth, and if he does not share to anyone, to a needy people, then it means he does not want to help the other people in the needy time. So it means, and if we want to say that. If we want to say that even this image also shows that a person who's holding the holding the sorry, I found the image actually the person who has not two arms. So it means that this clearly shows that a people who has nothing like to have arms, like he can do everything. So this image clearly shows that it is not good to bigger in the street to do something good for their best, like this people has done something for his better. So means we should not we should not wander here and there in the street to in the shape of helping from other people. We should go and start something for our best. So this image shows that we should do in our progress. So for that we can grow ourselves, and we can also keep growing our country as well as our neighbors and as well as our other needy people. So what are we are surrounded with? This is all about this picture. Over to you.
Well done, Ashraf. Well done. Thank you very much. John is there, our accountant and Gramian.
I would just like to let you know that we are across the 10-minute mark.
If you give me this 1 minute, because I have to take this last, because she's accountant and Gramian will need take much time to participate in this. Is it okay to DTM Rahim? I will take one more.
Yes, please.
So, okay, this is the last but not least. So, John, are you there?
Hi, I'm not sure if I can join you guys because for my role today. Is it possible?
Yeah, possible. Everything's possible, Toastmaster. Don't worry.
I just want another one can replace my role. Okay, go ahead, Alim.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, okay, time is gone. 10 minutes. So I will wrap up here this session.
No,
so
give her topic. She's ready to attempt.
She's ready to attempt?
Yes.
I can check the time for her.
No, she's not timer. She is saying that counter grammarian who will be during this role. So you can ignore for you, no problem. And also
okay. No problem. Said okay, I will go, and this is the topic for John for you.
Wow.
Your time start now.
Okay. So this picture talk is about a picture speaks 1,000 words. From this picture, I observe a man was stick to the board with the telephone, any social media, including WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, and the left side I can't verify it well. That's maybe trying to say how this man's 24 hours was spent on talk with the visual figures or connect with the worldwide. I would like to say that that's how the social evolved. I mean, like a coin have two sides. The bright side is you can just stay at home, connect with millions of people, and are exposed to different information and news in the world. And the other side, trying to say you maybe it's hard for you to pay much attention to the world nearby you. That's the real world, your family, your friends, your maybe your children and friends. So that's my observation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well done. Diria, when we have time to take one more or prepare this session?
Oh, now it's okay. Now, please conclude.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I will request our timer to give the timing reports.
So everyone has spoken within the time limit. So my timing was 1 minute 53 seconds. Harshita Tiwari, her timing was 1 minute 7 seconds. Harshita Achar, her timing was 1 minute 8 seconds. Toastmaster Ashraf, his timing was 1 minute 58 seconds. And Toastmaster Juan, her timing was 1 minute 23 seconds.
So means all were qualified.
Yes, all
I will request DTM Rahim to conduct the voting.
Yes.
And dispatch back to the TOMOD.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Alim. Yes, link has been shared for voting. You can vote best table topic. Guest can vote, and they can vote themselves also. Okay, it is time to start our evaluation segment. Before starting evaluation segment, I want to tell that why most of us not trying to become something. The reason why most of time we live in past. We complain about our present situation, and we always worried and thinking about our future. Therefore, our thoughts always distracted. However, if you want to change your situation, current situation, become something, then what you have to do? Learn from past, live in present, and work in present. Work the things, some things, whatever you have. Don't worry about future. Your future is depend on your today. So with that, I call first evaluator, and I just noticed one thing. Today, all three evaluators are area directors, current area directors. So first area evaluator is area director Toastmaster Midat. She's area director of area 56. She's, I must say, I always saying her that she got eagle eyes. So let's see what she has got, and call her on stage. Please welcome Toastmaster Midat.
Am I audible?
Yes, Midat, please.
Thank you so much, DTM Rahim. Good morning, everyone. Toastmaster Naveen, yes, there you are. Your speech was very inspiring, I would say. It was about books. And I really like the part that when you started your speech, you actually asked question present in the people present in the room. The reason when we start our speech asking our question, first thing is that it gives us a chance to keep ourselves composed and just make us ready for the speech. Second thing that I liked is that when you asked the question, it was so subtle that everyone was like wondering, what is he going to ask about? Because you started asking people what we feel that we are blessed, or what's that one gift we had in our life. So that was really amazing. I really loved that part. So I would say that the way you have structurized your speech, it was really nice. It was neatly structured, I would say. You know how to begin the speech by asking and putting forward a question to your audience, and then gradually, not just diving directly into the subject, but then gradually connecting that precious gift with that lesson of books, or that book which your friend has given to you. How you have connected, that was really beautiful. So I would say that the strongest point of your speech was the structure of your speech, how you have linked the starting, the main body, and the conclusion. It was very nicely knitted, I would say, the way you have presented, even though this is just your first speech, and you had confidence the way you presented. Another interesting part is that this is just your second speech, but yet you were able to use the word of the day in your speech. That was really interesting. And then I really like how you structurized it with the sense of words here and there. For example, the curiosity continued, the choice of words to show the atmosphere, or to create the vivid image on our mind was really interesting. And then that sometimes one point which you mentioned is that reading to mind is just as exercising to our body. And then you mentioned how reading 2 books can change different things, and then if you want to master on something, read 3 books. So I really like the flow of your speech. The transition was amazing, the structuring was perfect. If I'm asked to give you some suggestions and feedback for your future speech, one thing I would like to say is that try to avoid reading notes. This is your second speech. We are only allowed to stick to our notes only for icebreaker speech. So I would suggest that try to skip reading out the notes, try to memorize your speech, and then speak as naturally as you can. You have your own style, continue that. Secondly, I would have loved to hear which is your favorite book out of all the books that you have read, or maybe you could have shared a lesson that you have learned out of that book, would have been added more value to your speech. And one thing that I would like to challenge you is that in your next speech, try not to refer to your notes. Just stick to what you know. It will be much more easier because you will be able to connect with the audience on a deeper level. Other than that, your speech was well structured. There was a proper transition. I love the opening of your speech. Few suggestion is that try to maybe incorporate your own favorite book and what was your lesson that you have learned out of those books. And something to challenge yourself is try to skip the part of or ditch the part of reading notes, I would say. Otherwise, I wish you all the best for your future speeches. Thank you. Over to you, DTM Rahim.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Medat. Now it's time to call another area director. She's area director of area 65, and she's past president of Professional Toastmaster. Today she is evaluating the second speaker, Toastmaster Lisa. Please welcome Toastmaster Saima.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, DTM Rahim sir. And a very good morning to you, Toastmaster Lisa. It's a pleasure. This is my second time that I'm going to give you evaluation. And I would like to share first thing first that I'm very glad with the kind of the improvement and the kind of the development that I have seen in you in that shorter span of time. I really loved that the way you were prepared, because it was very evident with the way that you were calm and in control of your speech throughout. And it showed very well that how adept you are at critical thinking skills. I really love the idea that that you systematically organized your speech into that what is critical thinking, why it is needed, how it can help, and later on you showed that what are the landmines or the barriers and how to overcome them and inculcate or incorporate this very important skill into our day-to-day life. So well done for that. And I would like to applaud you for your adept beginning when you started with your thorough research by telling us that what is critical thinking, and you punctuated it with the real life examples. For example, when you told that when you had argument with your mother, how it worked, and then you gave us the strategy of using tact from time to time. So well done for that. Moving on, you moved on to when you reached to your conclusion, or rather before conclusion, I would like to highlight. So throughout this time, what were your strengths, Lisa, that you can keep on capitalizing on? And they are that you successfully remain the source of information, thorough research topic. It was quite evident. You were able, in terms of your delivery of your speech, you were quite clear. Vocal variety was evident. A very good eye contact was there. So well done. Keep all these good things with us. Then you reach to the conclusion, and I really like the idea that you have suggested a book that we can also look at to enhance our knowledge further. And then for you gave us a final take-home thought was to remain patient, keep practicing, because if we want to have better judgments and we want to get well adjusted in our life, we should practice this skill. There's no second opinion to that. However, there are always things that we can improve further. So I have two take-home ideas for you to take you further and get further adept into your skill of delivering speeches. My first suggestion would be, Lisa, try to stand up next time when you deliver the speech, because when you were sitting, we were not able to see much of your gestures and your posture. Maybe you can practice these skills, although we are in online meetings. Maybe you can practice them better once you stand up, along with your clarity and vocal variety and beautiful eye contact. In addition to that, one teeny tiny suggestion would be, when you open your speech, it was with the description of that what is a critical thinking skill. One suggestion, if you like to take it, my suggestion would be to include a hook. Like today we have seen Toastmaster Alim has used some very stimulating images. My suggestion is that critical thinking, if you had used a picture, like the very first picture when there was a book and the people were trying to find out that what it was, if you had used that book, you could have included the audience into your task or into your project as well. Because one of the criterions for us today in your speech was to have the audience awareness and to bring interest. And through that visual stimulus, it could have easily be incorporated. So maybe in your one of your upcoming speeches, when they ask you to have that, try to use that skill. All right, use visual prompts as the hook for your audience. So with this, I believe that otherwise I thoroughly enjoyed your speech today. The topic was relevant and your performance was brilliant. I wish you all the best of luck for your upcoming speeches. and I wish to see you more often in the upcoming in the upcoming meetings. All the best, Toastmaster Lisa. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Simon. Now it's time to call another area director. She's area director of Area 1, I believe, and Division 22. And she's currently serving as a VP Education of Universal Toastmaster Club. Please welcome Toastmaster Iram Rizvi.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Mama, can I please get some milk? Iram, can I get my tea? Zahra says, Mama, what about my little bit of orange juice? That's a different kind of hat I need to change every single day. Every day in one moment, I either have to get into a Toastmasters meeting or answer my boss or help out a colleague. And that is exactly what my most gorgeous, brilliant Toastmaster Rasa did today. She showed us and brought us to one reality that we all wear different hats. She shows that whatever mood we are in, whatever situation we are in, we all need to keep changing our hats. People who say that I am what I am, I'll be straight. I say whatever is transparent in my heart. This is fraud. Those people are lying to themselves, because we have people in our life, we have roles in our life that we need to perform every single moment. For that, we need to keep on changing our hats. What I loved about Toastmaster Rasa is she brought up a metaphor, a very simple thing, and turned into such a creative speech. To be honest, I'm disclaiming it. This is my personal opinion. In a very long time, I have seen a Toastmaster putting such an effort in her initial level 3, level 4, level 5, where the project requires you to do more. But in level 1, Toastmaster Rasa, after many months, I have been impressed. I have seen someone who have gone through the content with so much of passion, use the virtual background. I really love it when people put that effort. And I love the fact that she had that done passionately. To work on a content so simple and put it up in a form of a story with so much of expressions, kudos to you. Thank you for hitting that chord. And I'm actually going to use this in my meeting at 1:30. I've actually, in one meeting, at times we are timer, at times we are also doing table topic speech. Somebody could be president, can also be TMOD. So we are changing our hats all the time. My only feedback to you, because you have beautifully put the pauses, you have used the feedback which was given to you. My only feedback to you, Toastmaster Rasa, which you have to take seriously and you can't ignore, is that continue this passion, continue this creativity. You are the star of Universal Toastmasters Club. My job today was to give you a feedback related to your last feedback. I have nothing more to add, just that please continue. All in all, I enjoyed your opening, your content, your expressions, your pauses, everything that you have put up. I just pray you don't stop this passion and take Universal to the next level. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much.
To the TMOD.
No issue. I have also different hats today. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Iram. I know you are not feeling good. So now it is time to call our timer to provide timing report. Toastmaster Hussain.
I mean, all the three speakers have gone about the 3-minute mark.
Okay.
So Midat has done for 3 minutes 41 seconds. Toastmaster Midat. Toastmaster Saima, she has done for 4 minutes 35 seconds, and Toastmaster Iram, she has done it for 3 minutes and 22 seconds. So the call is yours.
It's okay, no problem, no voting. They are area director. They have a lot of things to. because they want to give some feedback so speaker can improve. Don't worry, it's okay. There will be no voting. Now it is time to get reporting. First, I call our word of day, Toastmaster Ashraf Ali, to provide his report.
Proudful moment for us that many of us have used this word in today's meeting. In first, we had Toastmaster Naveen Kumar, who used this word for one time, and in second, we had Toastmaster Rasa. She used it for one time, and Toastmaster Sama used it for a couple of 3 times, and TM Lisa, she used for a couple of 3 times, and TM Hussain, he used for one time, and I myself used it for one time. This is a report of word of the day, and nothing than it. So over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Ashraf Ali. Now it is time to our Gremian counter, Toastmaster John. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you everyone for your amazingly crafted speech. I find everyone has the potential to be the adept in public speaking. So here's my R counter reporter. My R counter reports that Rahim had 3 R's, Naveen 6 R's, and used the soul, the word of soul for 2 times. Lisa with the filler sound. I don't know how to describe it. It's like this, like when we're eating. I feel it's so tasty. So like tasty sound, like this sound for I think over 10 times. I know this is your favorite sound. And Lisa had 6 R's, 4 arms, and Rasa have 6 hands, 3 arms, and the 3 a little bit tasty sound 3 times. And my grammarian, wait a moment, and also my R counter also said that Hussam had no filler words. Good job. Midhat R had R1s, and Sama had 5 R's, 3 arms, and error, no filler words. Maybe the internet problem, I didn't catch any filler words or filler sounds. Good job, everyone. And my grammarian reports that my grammar said Rasa did a wonderful job for the for using the metaphor of heads for the rules of different roles in our life, and said my grammar also said the Rasa used the rhythmically structured sentence with wrong size, wrong color, wrong style, and also my grammar said Rasa have 2 words maybe need a little bit with the pronunciation problem, like either, not either, either. The second one, my grammar is not sure because she said the one you said is testimonial or testimonial. I don't know. How did you pronounce it when you say it?
Testimonial, yeah.
Yeah. So all in all, everyone did a good job. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster John, for a detailed report. Now it's time to call a person who is sitting from 10 o'clock and just noting down a lot of things. And now it's time to call our G for evaluation for whole meetings, what we have done better and how we can improve further. So please welcome our VP membership, and today she's doing GE role is first time. Please welcome Toastmaster BR.
Thank you, TMOD Rahim. So we have now come to the general evaluation of our meeting. Well, actually, evaluation is what makes me very nervous when I was doing these roles and speeches because, I don't know how I actually look like on stage, but now I'm doing the evaluation. But actually, this is one of my favorite parts of the meeting because as a role player, it is very important for us to actually understand and to reflect our performance. So without the help of our evaluators, we won't be able to see what we have done wrong or what should be improved or what we have done very beautifully. So um but more than that, as your GE today, I will also share my evaluations for the overall quality of the meeting to provide commendation, feedback, and suggestion that we could apply to our next meeting. So beginning with our Sergeant at Arms, TM Hussein, I know this is his first time, but he has delivered his role confidently and he has set the ground rules the very first time clearly and also mentioned the taboo topic and the club mission. And also he was able to introduce the president with a smooth transition. Maybe my one comment is that because you are the SSA and I know you are the person who opens the meeting, I would say that maybe you could add a little bit of flair next time or to add a spark of excitement because it is always nice for our guests to actually get their attention and also because as cliche as we say, but first impression last. And as an SSA, you would be able to actually uh, give this impression to our guests and to our new members. But overall, you did it very, very well. And next, we have our president. What can I say? TM for our president, TM Midhat. She is always this confident and someone who I look up to. And I love how she always start everything in her speech with a meaningful story and how she has smoothly connected it to Universal Toastmasters group. And I love her message of how teamwork can be so powerful if we just work together as one. And more importantly, because we have guests, I also love how she has shared introduction of Toastmasters because as a new member or maybe as a guest who has no idea what is Toastmasters at all, it's very important for them to have a feedback. Sorry, to have an overall or overarching idea of what we are really doing in Toastmasters. So they won't be able to get lost along the way. And also, she was able to introduce to ask some introduction from the guest, which is actually good because you would be able as a guest you will feel a warm welcome that they're welcome here and they're a part of this universal Toastmaster group. So moving forward to our silent players, we have our timer, which is again uh played by Toastmasters Hussein. Actually, he did lots of roles today, which I commend him to do because as a new Toastmaster, you wouldn't be able to actually do that. I haven't done two roles in one meeting, to be honest, but he has done it today, and he demonstrated it showing this green, yellow, red card while also explaining the meaning of each time. So very well explained. Moving forward, we also have this word of the day for TM Ashraf. I love how he has provided a screen sharing of our word adept today. It has given us a background of what it actually is than just saying it. Because sometimes reading it would be able to process it very clearly, and we would be able to understand because there's this description of what is the meaning. And also, what I have actually noticed is that he over the time of the meeting, during the meeting, he actually plastered the word adapt as his virtual background. So we won't be able to forget to use this word in throughout the meeting. So maybe my one comment is that maybe we could ask next time some of our guests or members to actually share their insight of what is the meaning of adapt, or maybe we could how we could use it in our daily in a sentence, so we would be able to understand it better on how we could integrate it in our speech or in our daily life. Also, we have our grammarian, which is Toastmaster Juan, which she has really done her role very well. I love how she has shared types of fillers for the start of the meeting that we need to watch out for. Sometimes we don't have any idea what is this, but then she was able to explain what are these fillers, like which I'm using right now, and all of this, this is very actually helpful for us and everyone. So as a grammar police, she was able to do her role very precisely, because I noticed that she was able to count the fillers for each speakers, for each evaluators, and for everyone. And she has also noted down everything that we need to avoid in the future speech. And also we have three lovely speakers, which has done great speech today. And I've taken a lot of takeaways from them. I've read in one of the books that I'm reading right now, which is TED Talks, the official TED Guide to Public Speaking. And they say talks can actually offer something more than just printed words. And to all our speakers, I applaud them for having invested their time for a well thought of topic, and also developing it further for us to actually give something, an idea, to impart a wisdom to all of us, and also igniting inspiration to each and every one of us, like also reading books, which is very important, especially that we are aiming to become a good public speaker. And I love how they have delivered with connection, engagement, curiosity, excitement, conviction, and action. So to Toastmaster Naveen, Toastmaster Lisa, and Toastmaster Rasa, I love your speech, especially most Toastmaster Rasa. It was really awesome. Also, we have table topic master, which is Toastmaster Muhammad Alim. I love how he has started his introduction with just, I love at the first few sentences that he said that sometimes when it comes to table topics, we try to take away our attention from him, so we won't be able to get called. But also, I love how he has provided clear task of instructions on how to do it, by calling TM Hussein first to give the example on how to do it. Also, I love how he did a clever way of conducting this Toastmasters by using images, because this is my first time to actually encounter that. And I just can see the creative juices that flows from each of our participants. It was something that urged us to use our imagination. So I love how he has able to do this table topic portion. And also, I believe that this table topic portion is a good time for those members and guests who doesn't have any speaking exposure, because they're able to share their insights. So actually, he was actually able to distribute that purpose to everyone who has participated it. And I love how he also give a cheer of encouragement by the end of each speaking time of the participants. Maybe the comment is that he must have he should not forget the timing rules next time, but which is actually we explained in the end. Also, for the evaluators, I'm not sure if I should be evaluating the evaluators, because they are really good. And these three evaluators, most especially TM Room, who never fails to deliver the evaluation very distinctively. I cannot say any further, but because they have provided the purpose of the speech for each speaker very clearly, and they have given a planned and structured explanation of their feedback. And I love how they have highlighted each of their feedback in bullet points for their comments, and how they have shared it everything in a positive way that gives the feeling to speakers encouragement to do more, to be better, to be the best the next time, to give everything. So lastly, we have our DTM Rahim, who is always flexible. And yes, as TM Midhata said, he is always reliable, and that shows true today because he was able to do an impromptu Toastmasters of the day with the same theme, becoming is better than being. What can I say? Because, impromptu, it's very hard, but he was able to pull it off from the very beginning. I love how he started the lesson, which is very provocative and valuable. And because as human beings, I know we are born to love stories. And these stories are instant generators of interest, curiosity, and emotion. And DTM Rahim has provided that in his role, and he has delivered it smoothly. He has also established the theme brilliantly, a thorough line that has there in the beginning and illustrated it along the way, provided with examples specifically for fixed mindset and growth mindset, and also using examples in real life, like bringing up the example of the Emrasas to illustrate it clearly. And finally, he was able to actually land us safely to our end of the meeting. So overall, it was a nice meeting, and I love, even if we're just few right now, but it was so meaningful. Maybe my overall comment, because there were changes in the format,
Toastmaster Bia, are you there? Hello. Toastmaster, you can hear Toastmaster Bia? Or I have some issue? Okay.
No, I think it's at her end.
Okay, thank you very much. I think she has some connection problem. Okay. So whatever she said, I noted down, and we will work on it and we will improve. Now this last part, I want to close that one person, he doesn't have leg and hands. When he was teenager, that time he tried to take his life because he was thinking that his burden on his family. Later on, he became the motivational icon of a lot of people who are thinking they are disabled, they cannot do anything. What he's saying, if you can't get a miracle in your life, become one. And God loves you so much. And to prove his love, he has sent to you here. But I mentioned that Iron lady, Pakistani lady, her name is Muniba Mazari. She's paralyzed. When she was 22 years old, she got one accident, and due to this accident, she got divorced, and her doctor announced that she cannot be a mother. She said she cried a lot. 2 years, she never met anyone because everyone is saying, oh my God, why these things happen to you? But today, what she is saying, however, we are disabled, but we are differently able to do something. I would like to share her quote where she is saying, we are all perfectly imperfect, and that is perfectly all right. So always try whatever you want to achieve, and don't say it is not cup of my tea, because this type of language tell you is don't try. First of all, you find your potential and passion, that what you want to achieve from your life, and then try. If you fail, you will learn and you will come next time in better way. But don't give up, because you don't know when you give up how how near you are to your goal. So keep trying, and remember, we are human beings. The sign of a human being and alive is trying to becoming, not being whatever the situation you are. So don't die before your death. And with that, I hand over stage back to our acting president, Toastmaster Midat.
Thank you so much. A big round of applause for DTM Rahim for taking up the Toastmaster of the day last minute, but yet he was very well prepared with the message and theme. So a big round of applause to you, DTM Rahim, for taking up this challenge, I would say. Thank you so much. And yes, indeed, in life, that's how it is. They say that we live once, we die once, but I disagree. Yes, we do die once, but we live every single day, every single moment. It's up to us if we want to live once or if we want to live as many times as we take our breath. With that note, I'm just going to quickly run to our guest. We just have Toastmaster Harshita. How was your Miss Harshita? Would you like to share your experience?
Yes, so I really enjoyed my time here today. I'd like to thank all of you for hosting me here. Thank you very much for having me here. From what I see, every Toastmaster has put in considerable amount of time and effort in order to make this a success. So this is something I'll keep in mind. And I really found this to be a very positive and uplifting community. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Harshita. We'd love to see you again and again at our Universal meeting. And if you want to know more about Universal Toastmasters Club, you can feel free to reach out to Toastmaster Beatrice, who is our Vice President Education. Now, there are certain people that I really like to appreciate because I feel that acknowledging people, appreciating people is the key to success. And I would like to start with our Sergeant Timer, who took up this role for the first time and did it brilliantly. So a big round of applause for Toastmaster Hussain, doing the role so diligently as a timer and ensuring to start with a bang as Sergeant Ram. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Hussain. Then I would like to say a big round of applause for someone who is doing the big role, General Evaluator role for the first time, and my. What an eye. It was so detailed. She ensured not to miss out even a teeny mini detail. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Beatrice. That was interesting. You had neatly prepared the report. You had I would say so observant throughout the meeting, taking down every note for every single role player, providing your feedback and opinions. So thank you so much. You did an awesome job as general evaluator. We have taken down your notes that you have given, your suggestions, and we will ensure to implement them in our future speeches. And what could I say about these three amazing speakers we had today? I cannot say which one was better, so it was hard to pick. Toastmaster Lisa, Toastmaster Rasa, Toastmaster Naveen, three different individuals with three different projects and three different perspective of life, sharing that in their speeches. And obviously our table topic master, how could I miss out that? Toastmaster Alim. Wow, what an amazing session it was, with those different and unique style and those amazing pictures. They actually made us think that what we can say about it. And sometimes they say that a picture speaks 1,000 words. So thank you so much for bringing a new touch to table topic session. And of course, our word master. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ashraf, for always ensuring to do your role and doing full justice to it. So thank you so much. And what can I say about our ladies, our evaluators, Toastmaster Iram and Toastmaster Saima? Always on the spot, and they know what to say and when to say and how to say. So thank you so much. And then how can I miss out Toastmaster Joanne, our first timer accountant and grammarian. Well done, Joanne. Thank you so much for taking up the role and doing it so well. And last but not the least, by any chance, our Toastmaster of the day. Thank you so much, DTM Rahim, for ensuring that we are always on the right track. So thank you so much. Before we move ahead, I will just quickly announce the winners of the day. All right, then, so I hope that everyone can see. So the best table topic speaker goes to our acting sergeant-at-arms and timer of the day, Toastmaster Hussain.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Congratulations. And best evaluator, okay, thank you. And the best speaker of the evening goes to, of the morning, Toastmaster Rasa. Congratulations, winner. The certificates will be emailed to you within the next 48 hours. Give us some time. And with that, we come to an end, but we will just leave with one thought, which DTM Rahim talked about throughout the speech, that never stop trying. Even though you feel at first that it's something difficult, something hard, but hey, you won't know if it's hard, if it's difficult, if you cannot do it unless you give it a try. So do give it a try, and then after that trying moment, you can decide whether you can do it or not. Even if you're unable to do it, at least you know that this is something that you can check off your list, that yes, I cannot do this thing. So with this message, with the power vested in me as the acting president of Universal Toastmasters Club for the day, I declare meeting number 43 closed. So thank you so much. We'll see you next on our next meeting will be on 3rd Friday of November, which will be 19th November. So see you then. And if you need to know more information about how to get into the club or become a part of this Universal Toastmaster, you can reach out to Toastmaster Beatrice. Thank